The cell. What is a cell? As you know, student, millions of plants and animals inhabit this earth. Plants and animals are living, but they vary in shape, size, habitat, and habits. They all reproduce, they all respire, they all grow. The body of living organism is made up of a small unit that is known as cells. How we will define a cell? A cell is defined as the smallest structural and functional unit of life. Just as bricks are the building blocks of houses, cells are the building blocks of all living organisms. Cells are the smallest part of an organism. Cell is the basic unit of life. Student, cell was derived from the Latin word cella, meaning small room. Cells are the smallest part of an organism. As of matter, the smallest part is molecule or atom. When atom combine, it forms molecule. Molecule again it combines to form organelles, and from organelles a cell is there. Cells are so tiny that they cannot be seen with the naked eye. Cells are the smallest part of an organism. Therefore, discovery of cell is linked with the invention of microscope. Cells were discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665 when he observed a thin slice of cork under his microscope. He noticed that the cork had large number of small boxes joined together to form a honeycomb-like structure. You can see the figure. The detailed structure of cells and function of various parts were discovered when there was invention of a superior microscope which was having higher magnification, and that microscope was known as electron microscope. Robert Hooke was a mathematician, a physician. He has done a lot for the science because Robert Hooke is also known for its Hooke law of elasticity, observation of cork under the microscope, and he only coined the term cell to describe that it is the basic unit of life. Cell theory was given by two scientists, Claydon and Schwann. What this theory states that all living things are composed of cells. The cells is the structural and functional unit of living beings. New cells arise by the division of pre-existing cells. On the basis of the number of cells, organisms are divided into unicellular and multicellular organism. According to the word only, unicellular, uni means single, cellular means celled organism. These are those organisms which have single cell. Example, unicellular plants, we have bacteria, chlamydomonas, yeast, etc. Unicellular animals, we will be having amoeba, paramecium, etc. Now, what is multicellular? All plants and animals which we see around are made up of million and billion of cells. Multi means many, cellular means cell. So this organism contain million of cells. That's why they are known as multicellular organism. Example, in plants, multicellular plants, we will be having people, neem, rose, earthworm, rose, etc. Multicellular animals will be having earthworm, fish, frog, humans, etc. Now, in multicellular organism, different functions are carried out by different cells. The cells in multicellular organism do perform specific functions. A group of similar cells dedicated to perform a specific function is called as tissue. Several tissue combine together to form organ combine together to form organ system, and organ system combine together to form an organism. Think about you as a human being. You have your single cells, tissues has been formed, organ will be there, like eye is an organ means like stomach is there. Total all these organs in all these organs like liver, stomach and all together will form your organ system, like digestive system, and so many systems together will form an organism. Children, cells also vary greatly in their shapes. Some cells such as amoeba and white blood cells change their shape frequently, whereas other like nerve cells, RBC and most plant cells assume a definite shape. The cells may be long like nerve cells or circular, example flat cells, red blood cells. They may be spherical, oval, rectangular, spindle shape or cylindrical depending upon the function they have to perform. So the cells present in plant cells will be of different shape. The cells present in animal cells will be of different shape. Example, in plant cells, stomata is present. In stomata we have guard cells. They are bean shaped cells. Xylem vessels present in plant cells in vascular bundles of root and stems are cylindrical cells. In animal cells, like we have nerve cells, they are long branch cells at their ends. Then we have muscle cells, they are spindle shaped cells, etc. Observe a diagram of a cell. A typical cell has three basic parts: cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. Cell membrane or plasma membrane, it forms the outer covering of each cell. It is a living, thin, delicate, selectively permeable membrane. Function of a cell membrane: cell membrane forms the boundary of the cells. It separates one cell from another and forms the surrounding medium. It also maintains shape. It allows only selected substances like oxygen, water, nutrients to enter and to leave the cell. Therefore, it is known as selective permeable membrane. Animal cells are not rigid, though plasma membrane is present in them also. In plant cell, in addition to the cell membrane, there is cell wall, which is non-living and made up of complex carbohydrate called cellulose. As already I have told you, cell wall is present in addition to cell membrane only in plant cell. It is absent in animal cell. Cell wall lies outside the plasma membrane when you will see the structure of a plant cell. It is non-living and is formed of cellulose. It is permeable because it allows both liquid and gaseous substance to enter and leave the cell without hindrance. What is the function of the cell wall? It provides mechanical support, protection and rigidity to the plant cell. It protects internal organelles of the cell. Now, next typical element, which is typical part of the cell structure, is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm, the part of the cell which is between the plasma membrane and nuclear envelope, is called the cytoplasm. It is jelly-like substance containing a variety of small structures which are called as cell organelles. The cell organelles are mitochondria, you will see in the diagram, lysosomes, Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum, plastids, etc. And other inclusions such as storage product like fat, protein, lipid, etc. Cytoplasm is the physical basis of all metabolic activities. Various cell organelles perform specific function in the cytoplasm. It contains up to 90% water. Nucleus, it is the most prominent cell organelle in the cell. It is usually spherical or oval in shape. See the structure of the nucleus. It is the brain of the cell. It regulates the cell functions. The nucleus was discovered by Robert Brown in 1831. The nucleus consists of 4 parts, namely nuclear envelope. You see in the diagram, the outer covering is known as nuclear envelope. That is a double membrane. Two layered membranes are there and there are pores on it that are known as nuclear pores. Second part is nucleoplasm. Third, nucleolus. And fourth is chromatin material. One by one we'll study nuclear envelope. It surrounds the nucleus. It is permeable in nature because, as you see, many pores are present, that is known as nuclear pores. It allows the material to move in and out. Its structure is similar to plasma membrane. Second is nucleoplasm. It is colorless. It is a thick fluid-like substance of the nucleus. It contains nucleolus and chromatin material. Now, what is nucleolus? It is also spherical body. You see in the diagram, it contains ribonucleic acid, or we can say RNA, and helps in formation of ribosomes. Next is last, or we can say chromatin material, occurs in the form of thread-like structures. It is composed of the genetic substances DNA, RNA and protein. In a dividing cell, the DNA is highly condensed into thread-like structure called chromosomes. But at other time it is spread throughout the nucleus as chromatin. What are chromosomes? The chromosome contain basic heredity unit called genes. What are genes? Genes are responsible for the transmission of character from the parent to the offspring. That's why you look similar to your parents due to the genes. What is the function of a nucleus? Nucleus controls all the activities of the cell. Therefore, it is called control center of the cell or brain of the cell. It stores and transmits information of all the hereditary characters from parent to the children. That is why the children resemble their parents. A number of living structures called cell organelles are suspended in the cytoplasm. These cell organelles are mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, plastids, Golgi bodies, centrioles, centrosome, ribosomes, vacuoles, etc. These cell organelles which are present, they perform various functions. We'll study in detail about them. Let us discuss about the first cell organelle, that is plastids. Plastids are colored bodies and they are only present in plant cell. They are of three types. First one, chromoplast. They are colored plastid. They have pigment of different colors and give color to flowers and fruits. Next one is chloroplast, that is green colored plastid due to the presence of chlorophyll pigment, and they help in the process of photosynthesis. They are called as the kitchen of the cell. Last plastid is leucoplast. They are colorless plastid. They store starch, protein, etc. Next cell organelle is vacuoles. Vacuoles are clear spaces in the cytoplasm of plant cell. A vacuole is bound by a single membrane called tonoplast. The membrane encloses a fluid called cell sap, which is watery solution rich in sugar, amino acids, protein, minerals, etc. Animal cells either do not have a vacuole or they have very small vacuoles. In plant cell, the vacuoles are large and permanent. The function of the vacuoles are as follows. They help in storage of food, water and other substances. They store pigment line that give color to the plant structure such as petals. They may accumulate waste product and byproduct of metabolism. They create turgor pressure and thus maintain the shape and rigidity of the cell. Let us differentiate plant cell and animal cell. In plant cell, cell wall is present, and in animal cell, cell wall is absent. In plant cell, nucleus is present on one side in mature cell. Animal cell present centrally. In plant cells, plastids are present. In animal cells, they are absent. That's why they cannot prepare their own food. Plant cell, centrioles absent. Animal cell present. In plant cells, lysosomes are absent. Animal cell, they are present. In plant cells, Golgi bodies, many, and they are scattered. Animal cell has only one. In plant cell, vacuole present, one or two large vacuole. Animal cell, vacuole is absent or few and small. Cell division. As you know, new cells are formed by cell division in all living organisms. New cells always arise from the pre-existing cells. It is possible only by the multiplication. The process by which multiplication is achieved is called cell division. What is the need of cell division? It helps in growth of the body. Second, it helps in repair of the wounded tissues. Third, it replaces old and worn out cell. Therefore, cell division is necessary event in the life of all living beings. Cell division in most of the multicellular organisms are of two types. First one is known as mitosis. Second one is known as meiosis. Mitosis, it takes place in non-reproductive cells or vegetative cells and is responsible for growth, repair and development of the body. and meiosis take place only in the reproductive cells to produce gamete which help in reproduction in organism. Children, cells are very important in our life. Same way the cell parts are important as they perform various functions. Some of them we have discussed earlier. Now few of them we'll discuss. Endoplasmic reticulum. It is a network of membrane bound channels. It forms supporting framework. It helps in the transport of substances within the cells. In the cells also means the transport has to be done, so that is done with the help of endoplasmic reticulum. Golgi bodies, see the figure, they are stacks of tubes. They are associated with secretion, so many secretion are done by them, and storage of various food particles are also done by Golgi complex. Then we have mitochondria. It is a double membrane structure as we have seen in nucleus. Same way it is also double membrane structure. It has respiratory enzymes which help in the process of respiration. Its function is, it is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Why it is known? Because it's a site of respiration. Here only respiration process takes place. Respiration is the process in which the food product is broken down in the presence of oxygen to give carbon dioxide with the release of energy in the form of ATP. That's why it is known as powerhouse of the cell. Plastids, we have discussed earlier. Plastids are present in plant cell. They are double membrane. They are site of photosynthesis. As you know, in the chloroplast organelle, there is a pigment called as chlorophyll which help in the process of photosynthesis, and photosynthesis is the process of making of food by plants. Chromoplast is there. Chromoplasts give color to flowers and fruits. Next plast is this leucoplast. The function of it stores starch, protein and fats. Ribosomes, they are small granules scattered in cytoplasm, or they are, you will be seeing in the endoplasmic reticulum, small granules are there. They are known as ribosome. They are known as protein factory of the cell because it help in the production of protein. Next is lysosomes. You will see in the structure contain tissue dissolving enzymes. They are present only in animal cells. That's why they are known as suicidal bags. Function, help in digestion of foreign bodies, unwanted bodies and worn parts of the cell. The cell which has been destroyed, that is removed by lysosomes. Next is centrosomes, formed of small tubules only in animal cells. It helps in formation of spindles during cell division. Vacuoles we have already discussed. Clear space in the center of plant cell filled with a fluid that is known as cell sap. Outermost covering of the vacuole is known as tonoplast. Function is store water and organic compounds. We have discussed about the cell